Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Good morning. Morning.
Good morning to everybody already here
Yes.
and
I love
everybody
you
who is
guys.
to come.
This is so exciting. Hey, Brecht here. Hello, I eat pink tacos. Good morning. Darts. Say this? Say this?
I think it's
Cadis?
Cadis.
Cadis. All right, Roger O'Haid. Welcome.
Shadio.
Shadio. Hello.
That's a new
Welcome.
one. Hi.
Hi. Manny is here. Hi, Manny.
Yay!
Welcome. It's just me and Kenny here
Yes.
today. Welcome to the Super Sticker Girls Club. Thank you for joining us. I hope all of you are here to actually do call-ins. You
Yes.
know what time of the month it is. It's every month. This will be our first time
This is the first time,
call-ins.
yes.
But end of every month we will be doing the call-ins. So let's see how this one goes. Along with call-ins, we'll have just questions ready that we'll be trying to answer that we have gathered from Discord, from chat, from all around places, or just questions that Kenny had that we put on the paper so we can talk about it.
Yes. So we did ask you guys to put some questions in the chat if you wanted to ask and you didn't have time to be here. I hope that a lot of you are ready to be on call. Yes. What you need to do is go to our Discord. Spencer can link you guys in the chat with the Discord invitation. And then you need to go to the queue. And I can drag you from the queue into the actual voice chat where we can hear your voice. Yes. Nightbot is harassing you. And outside of that, we also have some questions about House of the Dragon, which we are very excited to discuss.
Yes, so much happened. It was only episode 2, and I feel like so much has happened.
But before we get started, how has your week been?
This week, I feel like it should be Thursday or Friday already, and I keep looking at my watch. It's like, oh no, it's just Wednesday.
Yeah.
I need to wash my hair. I will feel much better after I wash my hair. I feel like all my tension, all my stress will just go away. It's just, I don't know, a lot is stuffed in my hair. Yeah, but week has been fine. Week has been good. A lot my brother came in town yesterday. So KB is here for 10 days. I think he was pestered by my parents to visit. So he's here. So I will go see him today for dinner. So that'd be nice.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you? How's your week been?
It was a little stressful.
Yeah.
We have a lot on our plate, me and Chris, because we were trying to get a house.
Yeah.
And that didn't work out quite well. So
is it gone now?
Well,
are you still waiting to hear?
Still waiting to hear,
Gotcha.
But we don't want the house anymore based on what we learned in inspection. And now we're just trying to get our way out of that contract.
Yeah.
It's a very stupid process. I'm learning a lot and I hate it.
House is, yeah, there's a lot of stress. I found out there's some shit going on with my floors at the house, so I have to go through my purchase agreement and figure all that out.
Oh my God.
Have that. So fun times having a house. Yay.
Yeah. But at the same time, the rent is just getting so expensive.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Our rent where we are has increased by $500 a month. Yes.
500?
Yes.
That's insane. That's so much money.
I know.
That's so much money. Oh
and you
God.
know me, we didn't think about getting a house right now. You know what I mean? Like that was on the last list of priorities for us.
$6,000 more a year. That's insane.
Yeah. And I got so mad when I found out because they were also cutting all of the perks of our apartment life.
That's the only good thing going on at your building.
Yeah, the wine Wednesdays.
We loved it. We didn't live there, but we were always there for Wine Wednesday and yoga.
Yeah, and it was really fun. I feel like our apartment building was always this really social place, and I knew my neighbors, which is very unusual for apartment life. So I was really happy there. But then the 500 slapped us on the wrist, and we were like, no, we're not doing that.
Especially when you're not keeping the same perks,
Absolutely
it makes
not.
no sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is happening everywhere. It's sad and crazy, and I don't know if anybody's doing anything about it. I don't know if the government's doing anything about it. But
yeah, but we did find out that getting a house within a reasonable price range will make sure that we are paying so much less money a month.
Yeah.
And we're paying that, towards our own property. So it just makes sense.
It makes total sense. All right.
Anyway, we have a caller in the queue. So
that.
I'm going to pull him down and see what question he has for us.
Is it Brektier?
It is Brektier.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Brektier.
Can you hear us? Maybe? Maybe our first test.
Ah, there he is.
There he is.
How's it going? I didn't know it was starting already.
Oh, yeah. It's going well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Sorry to hear about the rent. Yeah, it seems to be just endemic across the U.S. right now. Mainly because they have all the power and we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They do. Giant corporations do.
Just reminded me of one video I'm not going to share, but I just got like cold sweats from it.
God. But yeah, I'm glad to see you guys are doing relatively well and had a good week. I didn't really have any. Well, I did have a question. I'm curious if you think there are any perceptions of you two by the community in large that you think are not true.
Like the channel overall, or each individual person?
Like you two specifically, because you guys are.
Okay.
Yes.
You want to take it?
Hey, let's go ahead and unload if you need to.
That's hilarious.
That's a good question. Thank you so much, Rector.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's a great question. Yeah.
Yes. I think that for some reason, and it is probably partially my fault, but at this point, over like the years of me being on YouTube and having, presenting who I am, it kind of leads people to just immediately put me where they think I am. And
where is that?
So for example, now that we're watching House of Dragon, everybody assumes that I hate Daemon. And I literally had to look at my, I don't watch our reactions at all, but I had to look at the first episode because everybody was like, Marketa hates Daemon for no reason and doesn't understand nuanced characters. I'm like, okay, when did I give you the impression that I fucking hate him? So I go and I literally watch everything, and I can see myself roll my eyes when he's killing people or beheading or taking their dicks off and arms. So
well, you're supposed to just
am I supposed to just enjoy that? Yeah. So that obviously I did not like that because it's violence, but in the end, in the discussion, when we were all talking about whose team are you on, I was like, I really enjoy watching scenes with Daemon. Yeah. I think that they're really fun and he's a really good character. Yeah. But I'm not on his team.
Makes sense.
That's all I said. That's the only thing. And people were like, she hates Daemon. Yeah. And I don't know. I just think that I do have a distaste for people like Walter White, who are generally I love him as a character, but he's a despicable human being, and obviously we need to talk about that.
Yeah, he's an antagonist. Not really a protagonist. Yeah.
Obviously, if I say something like that, I feel like people jump at my throat, you just hate all the men. I'm married to a man.
Walter White. The story is literally the fall of someone. It's the Joker. That's how he became the Joker, basically.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because it is true. So we have so many antagonists in a lot of shows, and people tend to okay, it doesn't matter if he's killing somebody, he's a main character, we're supposed to love him. But you always try to okay, I understand, but let's also talk about other themes that's going on, and people don't want to hear it. They just want you to love a character, and that's it.
I don't know.
And I think we have had few people also have a same struggle. It's just we can't love everything. There's always gonna be one thing that we don't like.
Yeah, I just really wish people were actually paying attention sometimes to what I'm saying instead of putting words in my mouth.
Maybe they're just trolls. Who trolling you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. But when you read it all the time, it does hurt. But whatever. What about you, Navi?
I think I come to sometimes on the same boat, but I have come to realize what topics trigger people, so I tend to stay away from it. But it's mostly if I am trying to speak my mind to be more of a, I don't know, try to be a feminist, right? In some instances, like try to say like, oh, this should have been done this way. It usually always goes like, oh my God, she hates men. I don't hate men. I don't know why that's always like she hates men. It's like, I love everybody equally. I love both sides. Like both of them are fine. I think it just really depends on a show. And I'm not sure. I stopped looking at comments, to be honestly. Because there were times when I would read comment and it bothered me so much. It was like, I'm not going to read it. I'm gonna look for my name and look at good comments. Like, that's it. That's my dose for today. I am done. Like anytime I'm like feeling down about myself, like I'm gonna go look for good comments only and then go from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure people think of me a specific way. They think I'm like super that I don't read books. Like I don't. Like I'm not.
You started the book club.
I know. There's sometimes people was like, "Oh, I didn't realize you knew all this stuff." I was like, "I do." Like I'm not like a stupid person just sitting on a couch. Like I do know what I'm talking about.
She knows things.
I know things, and I think this happens too when I go talk to people in collaborations sometimes. Just like guests, like talking to them, and I'll bring something up, and they will always be surprised. It's like, "Oh, you watched this anime?" Like, dude, yes, I watched Inuyasha. Like, I watched old stuff. Like, I used to watch. Like, I'm not just surface level, anime level. Like I do have a deep knowledge. Like, and I mean, at a certain point, we are normies. But yeah, and I can't say these.
Do you choose violence?
I do choose violence. I've tried. Like, I choose violence. Violence.
Violence. Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. People just repeat it again. It's like, I don't know. Is that wrong? Is that right? What is that? But yeah, usually I think that's mostly it. I think I've kind of just figured out what people want to hear and then go from there.
I think another thing people assume that I don't like is about our relationship with Chris.
Yeah.
Is that like I am some kind of dominant like force in Chris's life and that I define him. And I kind of hate that because one, that's not me. And two, Chris is his own person and he knows who he is, and he's like, I was in a relationship where like people were trying to change who I was and obviously wasn't working out.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
the
wouldn't
worst.
I wouldn't do that to anybody else. Like Chris is who he is and that's why we're together. If he was somebody else, we would probably not be together. We are very compatible, but I didn't like change him or program him to be my exact copy with a dick.
That's funny. The funniest part is when like you guys are not sitting together in a reaction, which
Oh,
doesn't happen
yes.
often. Like you guys are opposite. Everybody's like, did they break up? Like they're just not sitting together. That is fine. If somebody else is sitting with somebody else, like, oh, they're dating. It's like,
Yes.
we just
I
sitting
love those.
together.
Those are fun
It's
take.
fine. It's like, yeah, this person broke up with this person. Like nobody broke up with anybody. Like this is it. This is how we are. But yeah.
I think it's insane that people like see this one small aspect of your lives that are on screen and then just create stories out of nowhere. It seems like a lot of projection to me. It's like, hey, that's just where they sat or whatever. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's fun sometimes reading some of those. It's like, how are they coming up with these ideas? But
Yes.
it doesn't hurt. Sometimes like reading all of it, I was like, oh, cool. I guess I can see how it came out this way, but this is hilarious. None of this mean anything.
Yeah.
But
Or
yeah.
like some people will try to create a whole like psychology profile just
yes!
based on how we react to something.
That's
It's
the
just
best
like, come on.
part. Like, what are you, profiler? Like, I like my profile is being created for one word I said. Like this is funny. We were literally talking about before this. Like a hate I got on one of the episodes of Game of Thrones when Ramsay raped Sansa, and I said something like, "Oh, that's the worst thing happened." Everybody's like had a profile created. It was like, "Oh my God, Dany got raped. She never said anything." Blah blah. And it's like, guys, that was episodes ago. Like compared
That
to this
literally
one.
happened in the first episode where we had like zero connections to the character.
Yeah, I was like,
still wrong.
yeah, there's so much, but yeah. Hey guys, hey Romel, so many people. But yeah, thank you so much, Bhakti. Do you have any other question for us?
No, I don't want to take up too much time. I do have
Oh no, you good.
Yeah, I do have a suggestion. Both of you should react to Jujutsu Kaisen. And I never do suggestions, but I think both of you will enjoy it for a lot of different reasons.
We should. We started doing uncut for this show called Fuckboy Island. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Chris just came in and created chaos.
Really?
As
Pretty
always.
sure people saw my underwear.
You're fine. But yeah, so Chris, can you just put it on the side? Yeah, just don't do that anymore. He almost dropped the light. He's here and he's leaving.
If it makes any sense, I came to help.
He came to help. I don't know what he
Did
came
you
to
see
help.
my
with.
reflexes though?
Yeah, it was fast because that light would have came down on you hard. But yeah, no, we started, like, me and Ketty, we love doing reality TV, so we started doing this show called Fuckboy Island. So once we get done with that, we can probably do like JJK as well, since we need to watch that show anyway. People keep telling us.
Yeah.
So yeah, might be.
Might do just uncut since JJK reactions already exist. On
Yeah.
the channel.
Hey, I mean, I'm a patron, so I will watch those uncuts for sure.
Thank you so much for
You guys should subscribe to their Patreon for early access and uncut videos.
You heard it here.
Yes, you hear this? Yeah,
No,
absolutely. I love
Okay,
it.
it's been a blast. I'm sure there's other people waiting, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your podcast.
Thanks so much, Brektier. Have a great day. Have a great week.
Thanks, you too.
Great
guys.
weekend.
Bye.
Oh, I forgot the Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a long Labor Day weekend. Does anybody's doing anything fun on the Labor Day weekend? Are you doing anything fun on Labor Day weekend?
I don't really have plans.
Good. Those are
because-
best plans.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm really excited about that. But it's also like the last day. In Indiana, usually the Labor Day weekend is the last pool weekend.
Oh,
and
really?
then pools start getting closed, like, in an apartment. So I do want to enjoy like one last day at the pool.
Are you sure? I feel like this is gonna be a time when your pool crumbles down because
That
everybody's
is
gonna
also
be at the
possible.
pool.
That is also possible. We'll see.
Yeah, their
but
pool
I
is not secure at all.
There's some leakage into the garage.
Awful,
we're not-
awful.
We don't talk about it.
And the increasing rent $500 while their pool might like collapse on a parking garage.
I'm aware.
Just say, great building. But yeah,
Anyway, outside of that, I don't have plans.
Good.
I think I want to finish finally the lights paint on our bus.
oh yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, we can finally finish that.
And I just want to be around with Bodhi because we're about to leave in a week for a week. And so I just want to spend time with the cat.
Makes
That's it.
sense. Makes sense. Butter is happening this weekend.
Oh, I will go to Butter.
Yes, there is an art fair happening in Indy. I don't know if anybody live in Indianapolis. This is a great art fair that happens every year. Started last year. This is the second year, so I guess it will happen every year. I love it. They bring in all the Black artists and put their art up that's up for sale. This year, I would like to buy one because last year everything was sold and I wasn't realizing how much great it was.
Yeah.
But it will be good.
But like a lot of those, I feel like when we got there, a lot of like items were already sold.
Yeah.
Or like spoken for, and like the leftovers were like so expensive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the
God.
cheapest one.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But yeah, all right, guys. I don't think we have anybody. Oh, we do.
Oh, Nuisance 88 is in the queue.
I don't know if you
No,
want to.
he's in the game night. Sir, you're in the game night. I cannot take you from the game night. I don't know if you were there on purpose or by accident, so fix that.
I don't know if you can
But
fix it.
guys, if you want to talk to us, you have the opportunity right now to hop on our Discord and get into the queue, just like Nuisance 88, who I'm going to drag now from the queue into our podcast. You can do the same.
I don't think I know him.
Do it.
Who are you, Nuisance?
Hello, guys. Long-time listener, first-time caller to SSGC.
Good to know. Good to know. Welcome. Glad you called in.
Thanks. So my bit of advice that I want is that I have ADHD and I do a lot of different things, but I feel like I'm kind of decently good at a few of them. Should I continue on my wayward journey to do all the things, or should I just focus on one or two? Also, I know I'm way too old to be on ADHD medicine because, like, I've just been living like this, so I can't stop it.
Oh, fair. Good question. Good question.
I feel like you should answer this, Nabi.
I should answer it
I have offered advice so many times on this topic.
on the ADHD. What is your advice? To take medication?
I don't. I mean, sure, if that would help, but I don't think it's necessary in Chris's case.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what level of your ADHD is. I guess I can guess it. I have a little bit of ADHD / anxiety / everything else. The one thing
It's called being an adult.
being an adult, everything we have everything and everywhere. I don't know if ADHD medicine is good unless you are diagnosed by someone, because otherwise everybody has some kind of ADHD.
Yes.
The best thing that works for me, I create a lot of lists. I have way too many lists. That's the only way I can compile my thoughts into one place and then prioritize them. I know, Chris, you're doing a lot of things, but at the same time, you're not like starting up projects and leaving them. I do think that you start projects and do end them. I think you have enough projects. Don't start anything new. Just as like if you are starting a project and
As he just got a new music machine.
did he? But at least it's still within his music.
Guys,
You
please
what?
don't call me Chris. Call me Nuisance. I don't want to be doxxed on the internet.
All right, nuisance. I'm sorry,
You
nuisance.
are such a nuisance.
You are. You came in and created chaos. But yeah, I mean, as long as he's buying it, it's still his music that he's doing it. So like you have specific projects. Like if you all of a sudden started creating drones, that'd be a whole different thing. Like that's a whole new
Why
project.
did you even mention it?
Don't do it. Don't start any new project. As long as you are improving on the project that you're doing, I think you'll be fine. Look at your wife. She's telling you no. Nuisance. Don't start any new projects. But lists work for me. Lists and reminder. I do have way too many reminders that I don't pay attention to, but I think reminder and lists are the only way that's keeping me sane.
Yeah.
And keeping me focused.
And
Thank you.
would
This is
you?
very helpful.
He's not gonna do any
You're
of
welcome.
it. He's not gonna do any of
would
it.
you rather chase every project or focus on just a few?
Was I trying to chase every project or focus on just a few? I'll focus on just a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll focus on just a few, and even from there, like focus on two, like 1 and 2. I'm a horrible person with that because I will start something and then I will get tired of it, and then we'll start something else, and I'll get tired and we'll go back and forth. And I have like 100 projects that I have started, but I think I just assign a day, like this weekend I'm gonna work on these 2 things and get it done.
Yeah.
If it's on my list for like multiple weeks, then that shit needs to be done.
Yeah, I think I need to get better at like managing my weekend time,
Yeah.
because I usually just want to like relax, but at the same time, like, you know, I'm like relaxing. I'm like, okay, I think I'm kind of done relaxing.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what to do. And I'm just like, these are the things I want to do. Oh my God, what should I first?
I can't relax. My anxiety won't let me relax. Like if there's a week, then I was like, okay, I don't have anything planned. I can't sit down. Like the only time I will have relaxing is in the morning. I'll have coffee and I will actually sit down and do nothing, or like read something, which I haven't read in a while. But I will make lists. Like on a Friday night, I will make a list of things that I need to do on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like I need to run grocery. I need to do this. I need to do this.
I
Like
need to
this is
start doing
time. I have to. Otherwise, my weekend is gone, and then I feel like shit during the whole week.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I used to feel like shit every time I would like get hungover, to the point where
Oh,
like
God, I
the
can't do
next
that.
day would just be me trying to recover, and I hate that. I feel like that was such a waste of time.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shut Up Sammy.
Sammy,
Who just
Shut up,
subscribed.
Sammy. I
Thank
love
you
it.
for
Thank
your
you so
subscription.
much. We appreciate all the love and subscriptions.
So another reminder, you can join our queue on our Discord, and if you want to talk to us, we will drag you from the queue into our Normies podcast chat. Join our Discord. Do it.
This is the first time we're doing it, and we'll continue doing this every month, end of the month.
Yeah.
So any questions that you may have, we'll love to answer it to our best of ability. Disclaimer, we are not financial advisors or therapists. So don't ask us any of those questions. I will keep giving those disclaimers. It's so funny because people will ask me questions like, how should you invest? Like, this is how I'm investing. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. You can take whatever information from this. That's all.
This advice is unlicensed.
Unlicensed. It's not been certified by anybody. But
So, since we don't have anyone in the queue, and I didn't see any there was a question in the chat about The Office.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
asking if you would join for any of the episodes.
I have seen all The Office. I've seen it multiple times. Best show out there. I haven't seen last few seasons multiple times for obvious reasons. But I've seen it many times.
Those reasons are not obvious to me. Don't tell me.
You won't know, but people who have seen it, they know why. It's a great show. I will love to join, but it's currently a full couch. So I think it's gonna be one of those shows like if they need somebody to sit in because 2 to 3 people are on PTO, then I will go sit in on it. But I'm not planning to join The Office. I love The Office. I understand that it took you a minute to like Michael Scott.
What? This is one of those misconceptions.
I heard you had struggled with loving. I struggle with him.
This
like
is
in
a
the
false
beginning.
narrative
Oh,
on the
no.
comment section that is completely fabricated. I will not stand for the slander.
So you okay with Michael Scott?
No, he's a terrible manager. He should not be in a management position. That doesn't mean he's not a good human being.
No, I think I just love him as a character. I think you'll get too real invested in them as a person because like they're just character. They're awful, but I love them as a character. I would hate them to be my boss. I will hate Michael Scott to be my boss.
Oh, I would
Like-
quit. I would quit. I would be in the office for one day and then I would quit.
Just everybody doing stupid shit.
Especially if I was not paid for this shit.
Oh yeah, God no.
Like every time I see the intern, I'm just like, why are you still there?
yeah.
Why are you still there?
Like Michael Scott, it's just, no. I struggled with him in the beginning, and I was like, I'm assuming that's like just a character, but I like asshole characters, right? Like I love watching
super
Doctor
funny.
House. Sherlock is also an asshole. BoJack Horseman is also an asshole. Michael Scott, I think it's just funny because he doesn't realize he's sexist and he's everything that he says he's not, but he is.
Yeah.
Dwight is great. I love Dwight. But
I loved White.
Dwight is great. But Shadio, if you want to send your message in the chat, we'll love to take those as well.
Yes.
You don't have to do the voice. I actually, do you like your voice? I don't think I like my
hate
recorded
my voice.
I hate my voice too. I don't think anybody likes their voice
Yeah.
unless you're a radio personality.
My voice, like, if I listen to it, it makes me sound like a child.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I sound like a child. Like I'm 12 or something. And I hate
Interesting.
it. And then it makes me like really question, like every time I have to like really like have a serious conversation with this voice, I'm like,
You can.
please take me seriously.
Does your voice change when you speaking in Czech compared to English?
Yes.
Yeah, right?
think
Like
so.
mine changed too. I used to call like people used to tell me like my voice sounded like a guy. Like when I was growing up. I was like, thanks guys. Appreciate this. I wanna be one of the guys so people take me seriously.
Yeah, right? We do have a caller in the queue. So I'm gonna pull him to the chat.
We have a caller.
Darkadus, you may speak.
Hi. Maybe. Hello?
We're going to keep you in the queue for a bit.
I
I
am.
can't hear you right.
Oh, there you go.
There you are.
Hi.
Oh, I'm driving, so the internet may cut out and I'll be gone.
Oh, you good?
I just wanted to
Thank you
ask.
for calling.
Yes.
Thank you. I am looking to invest, Navi. Can you tell me where to put my money?
No. I'm not a financial advisor. So, wait, what kind of investment are you looking into? There's so many. You can't just say, I'm looking to invest.
Oh, I literally didn't think this question through past that when you said it. I was actually curious. So you guys did a bunch of you guys did a lot of traveling in the summer.
Yeah.
Winter traveling. You guys got plans? Anywhere you want to go?
Do you have any winter plans?
I did want to go home for Christmas,
Oh,
but
yeah.
tickets are so expensive.
Oh God, yeah.
Like prohibitively expensive.
Really? How much?
They're like 2,500.
Oh, wow.
Like,
oh, wow.
I would have paid like 1,000 to see my family, but not that.
Can you go somewhere else, a neighboring country of Khalid, and then travel from there? Or Khalid, whatever it's
No,
called.
I tried to look up like different ways to make this possible for me, but it's probably not gonna happen. We're actually going to Colorado soon, and
Yeah.
we're going to an area that's, like a famous winter resort.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really upset that we're going there in September
I know.
because I really wish I could just go and shred.
That's funny. Yeah, I think the only travel, like I have Tahoe coming up in September. I'm going to Tahoe, but end of November I am going to Playa del Carmen. It's a family trip. We were able to do like all inclusive resort because that's the only way we can all be happy. Because as a family, whenever we go on
God.
vacation, the only thing we struggle with is where to eat. That's the only time we fight. And when people are hungry, it's the worst time to fight. So we're like, let's do all inclusive resort. Go eat wherever. Don't bother me. But yeah, what about you? Where do you have any fun travel coming up for the winter?
Oh, maybe down to Phoenix. I have no idea. Work is work.
Oh, nice.
Are you trying to escape the winter by going to Phoenix?
No. Family and shit. I like winter.
Okay.
I'm up in the Northwest. Winter's lovely. It rains.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I love winter. It's just, it's too long.
Yeah.
Like, I would love if winter was like a month long and it was just snowy and beautiful and then fucked off.
Yeah.
But when it's just like dark for a really long time and it like, and the snow isn't even there anymore and it's just like this yucky
Mud.
sludge.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's awful. But yeah,
me
I would like to sun. Anywhere there's a sun, that's where I would love to go. But if you're looking for something to invest, just watch Stephen Grams. He's great on YouTube. I think he's one of my favorite people to listen to when it comes to investing. I don't know if he's financial advisor, but that's how he made his money, so he's good to listen to. But yeah, that's all I can say.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for
so
your
much.
question.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, have a great day and a great weekend.
You too.
Bye. Bye.
We did have a question from somebody in the chat. I forgot your name already, but it was a first time chatter.
First time chatter. We could probably go up. But hi, Watchdog.
They asked about your favorite book or like a book you're reading right now.
Oh, the book that I'm reading right now, it's by the author named Ashley Flower. It's her first book. There's a podcast called Crime Junkie, if anybody loves true crime stories. They're based out of Indianapolis, actually. And she released a book. I think it's called All Good People Here. I think so. But if you look up Ashley Flowers, she'll come up. I'm super excited to read this. I haven't gone past to like first few pages just because I haven't sat down. The only reason because she does true crime and she wrote this thriller fictional crime story keeping everybody in mind. So I'm hoping that it's not a book where I know how it's gonna end on the first two chapters. Like I'm really hoping that it gets into something really deep where like, oh, I did not see this coming. So I'm super excited for it. I can already tell because I've been listening to her for a few years now, and there's some words that she will say, and then like God fearing, like G with the God fearing people, something like that, and it's in her book, so I can tell that it's her writing it. So that's really cool to read it. But I'm getting back into fictional thrillers, which has been a minute. I haven't done that, but I love crime stories, like Crime Junkie. I've been like really fixated with Crime Junkie, so that's good. John Grisham, I've read few of his books. I can't get into John Grisham's book for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's because he has too many books. The other one's Karen Slaughter. I really like Karen Slaughter, but she's also producing way too many books, way too many fast. I was like, girl, I don't think your stories are same, like doesn't punch as hard as they used to.
Yeah, I don't know any of it.
No,
I don't like true crime.
but they're good.
I know.
They're fictional characters.
There's something weird about it. Like I feel like it's so popular. I have so many friends that like listen to it all the time, like obsessed, and I don't get it.
I love it. It's just I don't know. I used to watch like Criminal Minds, all the crime shows. Even I know I live by myself. Like I just love watching it because it tells me what not to do, what not to be stupid about. Like I have a whole list of things not to do. But
Well,
yeah.
world's famous hot take, nonfiction over fiction. See, I'm like that with most things, but when it comes to thriller, I love thriller and I love like suspense, but I can't like if that's like inspired by real life, then it's too close, and I like it that actually like really sets me over the edge, and I don't need to be there. I need to be here in my fantasy world where things are exciting.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I see, like when we started book club, I was doing fictional. That's what I love to read. I love to read psychological thrillers, and then I started getting to nonfiction, and that's where I dropped off. My interest just kind of dropped off, and I just like I can do nonfiction when it's autobiography by a comedian. Like love Trevor Noah's. When they do it themselves, like Amy Poehler, great.
Biographies are great.
Those are good, especially when it comes to like a little bit comedy. I think comedy, if I'm not doing not doing fiction, I will listen to comedy. Anything comedy, stand up, whatever it is. Nonfiction gets too real, and I feel like I can just watch the news. Like I watch the news already. I don't need to read nonfiction too. That's me personally. But yeah.
For me, nonfiction is like an escape. It's like a good way to just unplug from the real world for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Watchdog, if you have a question for Hot D, you can actually join us on Discord. Join the queue. You can call in with your question. If you can't, you can post your question there, and I will try to remember it so it doesn't get lost.
Yes.
But I think we have another queue.
We have Braktir in the queue, so I'm gonna pull him back.
He's
See
back
what he
with
has
a
to
question.
say.
Hi, Braktir. Can you hear us? Hello.
How's it going? Yeah, I guess I'll ask you another question or two while Watchdog figures out how to use the internet. Love you, Watchdog. So, so my question is around dating in general. What do's and don'ts? I'm sure you ladies have gone through quite a few good and bad dates. So what are some do's and don'ts, ranging all the way from like first interactions on like a dating app all the way to like the first date?
Oh, I don't think I can give any advice.
You can give some advice, some of it. It's a hard world out there. That's what I can
It's a
tell
hard
you.
world.
It's been interesting. Don't date. Yeah, first off, don't date. I don't know. It's weird because like my idea, people don't ask people out in person. Let's just say it outright. Like people say, oh, like there were a few times when people would tell me like, I would have asked you out in person. Like, no, you would not have. Nobody has ever came up to me and asked me out in person. So like apps are the only way to go about it because I mean I'm antisocial too. I'm an introvert. Like there's a few times I've asked people,
like,
but that's it.
You were there because that's what you want. So
Exactly.
It's kind of like
Yeah. But the thing with the apps is like you are there, you can tell exactly what you want, right? That's the purpose of the app. But some people will not look at it, and then you go down the rabbit hole. It's like, this is what I wanted. It was clearly on my app. So I think the best thing is like just ask those questions up front. Like, hey, did you read my profile properly? Like, this is what I'm looking for. Are you sure this is what you want as well? And Kenny gave me a really good advice that was like, be mysterious, because I'm really upfront about like what I want, which has, I don't know, it works sometimes, it doesn't work. And I've tried to be mysterious and it doesn't work. Being mysterious doesn't work either, because I've had questions come down like after 3 dates. It's like, oh, I wasn't really looking to be in relationships. Like, what are we doing?
oh my god, that's so stupid.
Like, what are we doing? Because I was like, it's on my profile, and
Yeah.
then I guess I won't ask you a question like straight up because I assumed, right? Like you read it. But no, it's a question that you clearly have to ask on the first date, and I think it worked out like well when I do ask them, and sometimes don't, and sometimes people just want to be friends, and that's fine. Like if we hit it off, I can be just friends with you, and then we can ask questions. But like, dude, I don't have time to be just friends. I have other friends that I barely keep in touch with. Like we barely hang out. Like I barely in touch with my friends outside of work. So I was like, let's just see what you want, because maybe you need friends.
Yeah, and I really hate when people are like, "Oh, let's just be friends." You don't mean it.
You don't mean it.
It's fine. We can just cut things off. Like,
Yeah.
don't say we're
Yeah.
gonna be friends when you don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we can be friends. Do you need friends? Like, let's ask me a question. Like, do you need friends? Sure, I can be your friend. If you're just saying friends, I'm never talking to you again because none of us have time to keep a conversation going. But unless you really need friends, yeah, we can hang out. Maybe you need friends. Yeah. Like, I made like, but putting that on the side, I have made like really good friends. Like, they're, like when I was casually dating, I'm upfront, like, hey, I just want to be, because I was traveling, like, there's nothing can be serious because I'm traveling. I might not be here longer than 2 or 3 weeks. I don't think long distance work. Let's be friends. And I've stayed friends with them. I have really good friends, like, all across the states. I will go to a state. I will definitely go hang out with them again, anywhere. But that's, I was upfront. We were both upfront. It was like, this is what it's gonna be. Cool. No hard feelings. But when like you think it's something going the other way, it's like, you just kind of deceived me. I don't know if I want to be friends with you. So it just goes from there.
Communication.
So, Communication. Communication. Such a easy thing to do, but it's so hard for some reason. But yeah. That's my question. Thank you, Brooke. I forgot that you asked a question.
Beautiful. He's calling here next.
Let's call him. He's drunk on pancakes.
How are the pancakes, buddy?
How are you? Can you hear us, Watchdog? Maybe.
He's muted right now, so
he's gone out of the queue.
He got back. Hold on, I'm gonna pull him back. Hello.
Hi, Watchdog.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Hi.
Nice, sweet. Hi, how are you guys? Hello?
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. I just have a question, a hot D question for Marketa.
Yes.
After these past 2 House of the Dragons episode, why is everyone so obsessed with keeping dicks on the Iron Throne? Your personal opinion.
I don't know what they do to the throne. I mean, I don't think you need that.
No, I mean, no. Why so obsessed with keeping men on the Iron Throne? Why not give women a chance?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a real politics now too, right? Like,
yeah, but I think, we're talking about medieval fantasy, and the fact that there has never been a woman on the throne is a significant one, and it's hard to, and we're talking about society where women are either maids or whores, or I guess concubines.
Or breeders.
Or whore. Yeah, like you're basically just a uterus with legs.
Yeah.
So you don't really have much of an agency. So I think they don't really consider women equal in that society.
Yeah.
And therefore cannot hold that much power.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I think it's just a new thing. Somebody has to pull that trigger, right? Like somebody have to seat a woman and be like, yep, they're good.
See, but I think it comes with steps. Like, I don't think you can, in society like that, suddenly become queen.
Yeah.
I think it has to come from, women can teach now, and women can not vote here, but like women can, I don't know, have an office and do business in some way. Maybe they're like leading the brothel instead of middle finger. You know what I mean? Like things like that need to happen on a small scale where women are in leadership positions before you can be like, I am the queen.
Yeah, because it's a huge step for anybody to see it. Like, women's not even on small council. Like, there's not even a woman sitting on small council because clearly nobody cares what they have to say. So, like, how can you all of a sudden have a queen and listen to her? Like, it's just small steps. I think overall the perspective of a woman in a hot D needs to be changed, as well as Game of Thrones. Like, even Game of Thrones, I think Lady Mormont was the only one that was sitting on like some kind of seat. That's it. And then everybody was opposed to Dany even after so many years. Like, oh my god, how can we have Dany on
And
the
you know
throne?
what's funny? That like wars
Olenna Tyrell,
that men started actually led to women taking power because there was nobody else.
Yeah.
And so that it actually, like, during Game of Thrones, like Sansa became the leader of the house because she was the oldest and everybody else was dead, and Brandon was Brandon.
And that's the only way I guess women can take power is like all the men are dead in the house.
Yes.
It's like I
Yeah.
guess we have no other choice but you to be sitting on a throne. Like same with Rhaenyra, there's no other heir, so they're like, all right, we'll have Rhaenyra sit on thrones. It's like it's not that they're willingly picking women. It's like we have no other choice. Like, literally, that's where we are.
What do you think, Watchdog?
Yes.
Well, in my personal opinion, I just think honestly it was a real serious serious question for me. Like, why are everybody so obsessed with men being on the Iron Thrones? I mean, for years I just always think that they're just better. Really, I'm a man, not talk shit about men. That's the crazy part. In my personal opinion, I think that women need a chance to show power. I mean, how can they assume that women can't do it if they don't give them a chance? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah. That's very true.
That's my only hot take on it.
Thank you so much for your
That
hot
is a
take.
very hot take.
Yeah. No, that's
but I agree
very
with
fair.
you.
Yeah. I think the thing that always kills me is like, oh, it's never been done. It's always been this way.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we
It
can't
doesn't
change.
mean it's working.
Yeah, doesn't mean it's okay.
Yes.
That's like even now in real life, like anytime with the government, was like, we always done this way. Doesn't mean it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But I think we have somebody else on the call too.
It's Pat.
Ooh.
Pat's probably gonna have another hot take.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well-
oh, sorry. I'm gonna leave you guys to it before the chat starts sipping over my hot voice. And you guys have a nice stream.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Thank you for joining, Watchdog. All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, let's see
Alright.
what Pat has to say.
Pat, please be good.
Please be good. Hey, Pat, can you hear us?
Pat, have you been pondering lately?
Have you just joined? He's on mute.
Sir, you're
I
I
can-
can hear him.
I can hear him upstairs. It's like, oh my god, I'm on a call.
Pat.
What's up? I'm a big fan. I love you
Welcome back.
guys. I have a question though. So Navi said that guys don't ask girls out anymore.
Yeah.
But I think that's false because I feel like I ask girls out in person. If you are not asking girls out in person, you're doing it wrong. That's all I gotta
When
say.
was the last time you asked somebody out in person, Pat?
Like recently, I got turned down.
It's recent. Who did you ask out?
I'm not going to say
person.
names.
No, it's fine. But you asked somebody out, someone?
What's up?
But you actually asked somebody out in person.
Well, what do you mean by in person? Can it be on the phone? Like can it be a phone call or like a Zoom call?
I hope it's not a Zoom call, but like
I have questions.
I have questions.
We can't-
I have
we
so
can't
many
do-
questions. Who?
I mean, it's COVID, so like like usually dates are like Zoom dates,
I mean, that's true.
That's
You know,
true. I guess that's true. But yeah, like I guess if you call somebody and ask them out, that's fine. I will consider that. But if you calling somebody out, you have to have their phone number. So it's a friend. What are we getting? Are we getting some kind of saucy? What is this?
Pat, when was the last time you were on a date? And did you ask this person out?
In person. We lost him. That means
No,
no.
I'm here. What's up?
Okay.
I was distracted. You were saying something.
Yes, we were.
Well, nuisance over here. But anyways, go ahead.
All right. Tell Nuisance to stay away.
All right, go ahead. What were you saying?
So the last date you've had,
Mhm.
how did it get arranged? Did you meet this person in person first and then ask them out and then went out, or did you meet them on an app? How did it happen?
So what happened was I was at the gym and I've been crushing her on her for a while. And I asked her out in person. and she said no.
People do that. Okay.
So
Cool.
also, apparently, when I said this to somebody else, apparently you're not supposed to ask girls out in the gym either, because apparently you're not girls go there to the workout. They don't like to get asked out. So apparently you're not supposed to ask girls out of the gym.
But did she say yes though? No. I don't think we're gonna get that answer. I will ask him.
What answer? What answer?
Did the girl say yes when you asked her out?
No, she said no. She said no.
Aw, sadness. But I mean, kudos to you asking her in person. I guess some people do that. Very rare.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about
Also,
asking somebody out of the gym?
also even if you get matched up, I also ask girls out. Even when I get matched up on Tinder, like when you get their number, you call them up and ask them out, right? You don't just ask them up on Tinder, because then like
I don't know. Well, kudos to you. Nobody has ever called me to like ask me out. They're just like it's text messages because that person.
Yeah, but that's text is the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, again, you finding that person on an app, right? You didn't like see this person at a bar. I was like, okay, hey, do you want to go grab a drink sometime? That's
okay. Who the fuck is still doing that though? Who's doing that nowadays?
That's the point. That was the point. Nobody is doing that anymore. So apps is the way.
I think that asking girl out who's like working out at the gym is a little tricky because like she's there to work out, not really, to make friends, I guess. I mean, a lot of people are like that. When I was at the gym, there was this one guy who like he was always there when I was there.
Yeah.
And like we just kind of knew each other at that point. Like we would say hi to each other, like how are you doing? And like have like very like small talk. And then he was like this one time he was like, you're always doing the same shit. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of started talking and then ended up going out after the gym. Like we had dinner together.
What?
And like, yeah.
And then what?
And we were just kind of like, we became friends. And at the time I was already like, I knew Chris. We weren't like officially like in a relationship, but I knew Chris and I was like, I really liked Chris. So I was just like, yeah, we can be friends. Like we will be seeing each other at the gym all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's not make things complicated. But yeah, that was, I mean, I still have him on Facebook. We talk sometimes.
Yeah.
He's a nice dude.
I don't think there's anything wrong with asking people out at the gym because I think like, I joined the gym. It's one place that you go and probably the only time you probably will see other people, but would be somebody that I like in the same instance. Like I'm seeing this person often enough. We see each other, we smile, maybe we don't exchange any words, but maybe one day we're saying hello and hi.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, clearly we are talking and then we can ask somebody out, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, the random guy is just working out or like, hey, can we go out?
Yeah.
I guess we just have to start with the friendship a little bit.
Before, but obviously don't work out like that. But another tip is if you're gonna ask somebody out to the gym, make sure you have multiple gym memberships because it's gonna be awkward going back there.
That's sad. Or just go to different time then. Be like,
no,
hey.
I mean, if the person comes like the same time you go work out right after working, so you can't really go before work.
Yeah, I can see it being awkward. When I was in Reno, I was going to this gym, and there was this guy who didn't really like. It didn't ask me out. Like he was really old, and I think he was just looking for a friend. But he would always come talk to me when I was working out. I was like, dude, I'm working out, right? Like, and I was like, if we can like grab like dinner or something that we can like talk about it afterwards. But then things kind of got awkward that I changed my times. Like I'm gonna go in the morning now and not the afternoon. But it was just like he would always want to have like full on conversations while I'm on treadmill or like while I'm like doing other stuff. It was like I literally only have an hour. Like I'm here to work out and I need to go. Like small conversation are fine. Don't have like full on conversation. I'm not telling you my whole life while I'm like trying to lift weights. Like, no. But yeah, it could go either way. Do you have any other questions, Pat? Oh no.
No.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for joining. I'm
Thanks
glad you called in.
Again.
Yeah. Good to know. Yeah. Watchdog, how do you start a conversation with someone if you're not good at conversations? Well,
that's hard.
That is hard.
And I feel like I really, like, my social skills are so bad now.
Yeah.
Like, I think COVID just crippled my social skills completely.
I try to like start a conversation, like I will ask them if they watch any TV show. And like that's always a great way to like open up a conversation. Unless they don't watch TV at all, then like fuck that person.
Oh my god,
it's
you
like,
would have hated me.
like I mean no,
I like don't watch TV at all.
Oh no, that's fine. Like we'll find another topic. Like I've gotten better at it because there's been time like I've been like out with this like few people who don't own a TV or they don't watch TV at all, which is fine because they're dedicated to something else. Then my question would be like, what else do you do when you don't watch TV? And it's just always hard to like, well, I kind of have to watch TV for work. Like I just watch TV. That's just what it is. But yeah. You want to talk about the first time chat?
We have a first time chat from Sir Spluger. If I'm getting compliments from girls at the gym, is that an indicator they're interested or just being nice?
I will say like take it as being nice, and then if somebody like they comment or like they are talking to you again, then yeah, they're interested. Like first comment could be just that they're being nice. And that might be their way of opening up a conversation with you. And then maybe you go say something nice like later on, and then see if like she returns back. Like if there's a back and forth starts, and that means that person's interested. Yeah, because I will start like if I like somebody, I will start off being nice. Like I will just compliment somebody like, oh, I love the shirt. You know, like just have that a way to open up the floor for conversation. And sometimes it doesn't, and then sometimes a person comes back and say something, and then I don't know. Stalk them at the cooler. No, don't do that. Just be around and see if somebody says something. But I will just take it as a compliment and then go from there. Don't take the first compliment and run with it. Yeah.
I would also add to the compliment part to find something that the person that you're complimenting is actually something that they influenced. Yes. Like don't compliment them on their teeth or
looks
or like looks in general. Do not just be like your outfit's really well put together today.
Perfect compliment. Yes, great compliment, guys. When you complimenting a girl, don't say your eyes are beautiful.
No,
why are you staring at my eyes to know what color they are? I never know anybody else's color's eyes, so it's weird. Exactly. Don't compliment on something that they can't change. Like they was born with this, but like if they were wearing a great outfit, perfect example. Great outfit.
Or if you see like they have like a really like eccentric ring or like some like really eccentric jewelry, that means that's something that there are like that's their thing.
Exactly.
Compliment them on that, and then they can open up another conversation like, oh, so you really like this like chunky jewelry?
Yeah.
Like, do you have a favorite designer or like what is it about this that like makes you like it so much?
Exactly. Look, it's great because like I think outfit is a one way we try to present our personality. So accessorizing, like that gives a lot of there's a lot of conversation to be had there because I put a lot of effort in my outfit. So if somebody compliments on it, I'm like through the roof. Like, yes, I love it. Somebody liked my outfit. But yeah, great compliment. Great advice.
Yay. I think we could take one more caller if someone shows up in the next 5 minutes.
I love Brooke here. Hey, I like your face. Do you like mine? Want to put food in our faces together?
Honestly, I hear the only word I'm taking from this is food, and I say yes.
Yes. Dude, Watchdog, you are good on this one, and I have a great story to tell. It's like never ever tell a woman she should smile more. The one compliment that I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands when a conversation, right? Like if I'm in a group conversation and I will hold them, nothing going about it. Like this guy told me that I shouldn't cross my hands because that gives off energy to that I should stay away. You know who it was?
What about me walking away? What kind of energy does
I don't know.
Give you?
And it's like you look closed off when you close, like you have your arms crossed. And I was like,
is this somebody I know?
Yes.
Oh my god!
It was like a party, and I was like, and I told him that story. And I was like, maybe I am. Maybe I do want to be closed off and don't want to have a conversation. And then I walked away.
Oh my god!
I was like, why would you tell me that? Because he was literally was, you have a great personality, but like when you have your arms crossed off, it just looks
What
like
the fuck? Also, don't tell
non-approachable.
women they have great personality.
Yeah, you
After
don't even know
you've
me.
talked to them for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was like crossing my arms off, and I was like, I'm gonna keep my arms crossed all night for this exact reason.
That is a red flag.
Yeah, so don't tell somebody
Just
what, like, smile more and don't cross their arms, because I was cold.
you're so mature for your age. What?
Yes, that is awful. I was like, what age do you think I am? Like, God.
Or what age are you into?
Yeah, what age are you
Gross.
into? Oh my God, it's hilarious. It was the yoga instructor. It was at this party, and I was like, dude, why would you do that?
No.
Yeah, he was subconsciously highlighting how I made him feel, but the thing was, like, I wasn't even having a conversation with him. It was in a group conversation, and I was cold, so I just crossed my arm because it was freezing in that
Yeah,
house.
also, he was very drunk.
Yeah, but I mean,
Don't be criticizing other people's behavior when you're shit-faced.
but that's when the true personality comes out, when you're drunk, and if you're saying something
Yeah,
like,
but
this is how you
let's-
actually mean. Let's end the stream with the cringy pickup lines. Do you have a cringy pickup line? I don't know. I haven't heard any cringy pickup line recently.
Okay, I think I actually wanted that to be a whole podcast one day.
Really? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I was gonna bring well, that was actually the one that I missed, unfortunately, but I had like a bunch of pickup lines that I had Hannah and Shelby look up for us, and I
Yeah.
was gonna just read them and have us react to it.
Oh my God, that would be great. That would be
So,
great. So if you
We might
guys,
bring it back.
Watchdog, are you from Tennessee? Because you are the only 10 I see.
Ah,
That's actually not bad.
this arm.
I would laugh. Dude,
Just-
I laugh at dad jokes. If somebody like said a like actual genuine dad joke, I will laugh at it. I don't
Yes.
think those are cringy pickup lines.
Yes.
Yeah, shut up,
Middle-aged
Sam.
dad.
I'm actually middle-aged dad. I love dad jokes. I love like good.
No,
like,
no,
joke.
Angel, no, Watchdog, no.
Yeah, that was the worst. Or
No.
like, did you scrape your knee coming? Like, no. It's just
No.
funny. I read somebody said like, Heaven must have lost an angel because I'm looking at one. They're like, no, my knees are scraped because I just crawled out of hell. I was like, yeah.
Nice. Such a pretty face. Where did you get the nose ring?
Why did you get the nose ring? Well, to make this face not pretty, I guess. I don't know.
Heaven must have lost. I'm agnostic. Go away. This is hilarious.
Sirs, Pluger, are you from Mississippi? Because the only Mrs. Piss-Eyed Sippy. It's like South Park episode. Oh my God. That's actually
so
hilarious. That is funny. I don't know. I think I would just lost it. I would lose that. Like, if I heard that, I will lose it. I would just laugh him out of that park. It's like, no.
Oh,
The
God.
scream, I'm
That
screaming.
is so funny.
What's your opinion on the growing manosphere space online these days? What is that?
Oh, I love Manosphere podcasts, like the podcasts that are like dismantling the Manosphere.
Yeah.
So Manosphere is basically like,
Sphere of Men?
yeah, like sphere of influence where like men just are the dominant.
Oh, so Manosphere is a collection of website, blogs, and online forums promoting masculinity,
Yes.
misogyny, and opposition
So
to
like
feminism.
alpha ideology.
Interesting.
It's I like hate it, but I love watching. God damn it, I forgot his name now. I will shout him out next week because he is relevant to this topic extremely. He's great. He makes like these like deconstructing like analysis of the manosphere, and he goes like really in depth, and like he has a degree in sociology.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
he really knows what he's talking
Yeah.
about, and he talks like so slow and calm. He's also a dude, so people actually respect him when he talks about manosphere because
Fair
he's
enough.
like one of them.
Yeah.
I feel like women just can't talk about manosphere and be taken seriously because
we don't know
like,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we don't.
But-
we know so much. We are the victims of manosphere.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
But yeah, no, that's funny. I had no idea. I mean, I have no opinion. I don't think it's anything new, right? Like
No.
it's always been there. I think it's just now it's more vocalized or more distributed because of how many social media platforms that we have, but it's not anything new.
Yeah. But like you also like can see it in like the way male like creators, for example, and like if you're looking at like the online manosphere, how like usually the way to success is way easier, especially if you do like gaming or something like that.
Yeah.
Or if you look at our podcast.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, and you kind of just have to know that exists and work along with it because you can't fight it against it one time. But
yeah.
Princess Cherry 7075, you have a question. Let us know what your question is and we'll answer it.
Yes.
We are not ending it yet, but we will be ending in 10 minutes. It's the hour and a half. So if you guys have any questions, we'll love to answer them. I do not want to talk about Tate fans because I feel like that will just bring us more of that content that I don't want to look at it or listen to it because he himself is not promoting. It's just everybody else for him.
Yeah. He's a crook and he's a scammer and he is probably a rapist. So I would just like to stay very far away from him. But I do think I do want to mention a story because I was at at urgent care last week with my ear, and the doctor was making jokes about finding gold in my ear.
Yeah.
When he was looking through it, and he was like, "I'm gonna buy a Bugatti for my son because that's the only car he wants." And I was like, "Oh, Bugatti?
Wow."
I was like, "How old is your son?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "He's 12." And I was like,
"Oh my God.
Why is your..." And when I mentioned that, like, you know, we were already talking about YouTube because I told him what my job was.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Is your, like, do you let your son, like does he have a phone? Like, does he use internet?" And he's like, yeah, of course." I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Have you heard about this guy that has a Bugatti?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, no, I have not." And I was like, "Okay, well, I think that you need to investigate this a little bit because I think that your son might be looking at that and it's probably not good for him."
Yeah.
So
I think that's what it is. They can influence young teens and you know, I think, I don't know. It's just one of the things I think parents need to be more vigilant because you know what exists out there. And yeah, sadly, there's not much there.
there Kate is. I listen to Sigma male affirmations to fall asleep. It's cringe short circuits my brain. That makes sense.
That's funny. That's hilarious. There was another cringy pickup line that Watchdog sent earlier that was hilarious.
Is your name Google? Because you have everything I'm searching for.
That's actually not bad. That's not bad. Yeah. Shut up, Sammy. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you had fun, and we will see you guys next time.
Yay! Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the callers that called. We will have the same opportunity again next month.
Yes, end of next month. So
Yes.
every end of every month,
Yes.
we'll do call-ins. If you don't like talking in person, feel free to send your questions. We have SSGC podcast Discord channel, so you can ask your questions there. That'll be the best place we can gather all the questions and answer them, or just pop them in the chat.
Yeah. And next week we have a real fun podcast for you. We will be talking about high school. So we won't be just talking about how our high school experience was, but we're also going to be talking about how high school is portrayed in different TV shows that we're watching right now. I think that your mind is going somewhere, and that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. So yeah, stay tuned next week. I think that will be a fun one. So we'll see you there. What?
I just want to see Watchdog. Are you a sea lion? Because I can see you lying in bed with me tonight.
I can't. It's too much.
I'll be like, no. I'm walking away from this.
Yeah.
But yes. We just slowly go away. But yeah, we are super excited for next week podcast. Join us there, guys. Also, we do group streams every Friday. There won't be one this Friday, but every Friday we do have group stream that you can join us. It starts at 2 p.m. Just join us on our Instagram. That's where we'll be posting all the news. That's the best way to find it. And we are trying to do more stream on the Twitch. Also, Ring of Power is this morning, this Friday. We'll be streaming the first episode.
Yes.
Watch live with us at 8:30 a.m.
Yes.
8:30 a.m. Yay! Eastern Standard Time. Yes. All right, guys.
All right.
I think this is all the time we have. We loved having you guys, and we will talk to you later. Are we rating anyone?
We are about to raid. Let them know that the normies send their regards.
Normies
And
always send their regard.
we will see you next week, but you should definitely check our other streams that Navi mentioned.
Yes. We are trying to stream a lot on Twitch, so we are always on here. So just subscribe so you can get all the notifications. But yeah, Ring of Power. I am super excited for Ring of Power, actually. No, you're fine. Spencer wasn't ready, so we're just gonna fill the gap in the comment station. Wait, are we killing them? No, we are not killing them. Normies do send their regard, but don't kill them. That's always what I think about. It's like Normies send their regard. Oh my god, popular kids probably not, but no, dude. I'm curious to talk about high school. My high school was not the same as everybody else's high school.
My high school was great, and I feel like I actually had a really bad time in middle school.
I don't remember my middle school.
Yeah, I think that the negative experience TV show portrays, like with like the popular kid and stuff, that's the type of shit that I would experience in middle school.
Fair enough.
But high school was just great.
All right.
Anyway, we're rating
Bye.
Venus World.
It's
now.
done.
Woo! Bye.